You know, lately all I've been seeing on every single social media platform is Apex Legends is dying. I mean, so far, beginning of this year, they peaked at almost 500,000 players, and to the last 30 days, they've peaked 188,000. I mean, I get it. The game is, for it to be as big as it is, the game is literally in such a bad state. And I'm not talking about the gameplay, like the characters, anything like that. I'm talking about how the game functions. There is so many bugs still in this game. These servers on this game run at a 20 tick rate. It is a 20 tick rate server. I mean, even CS is a 64 tick rate server, but 20 tick rate, you get shot through doors, you get shot behind walls. I mean, it's ridiculous. And this is a billion-dollar company. They just don't care about anybody in the game. This is a $40.6 billion net worth company that runs this game, and they can't even give us more than 20 tick rate servers. Hell, I remember people complaining back in 2013 about CS being 64 tick, and we're 11 years later and we have 20 tick servers in Apex. Like, what? On top of that, can we talk about the audio? The lack of audio in this game is disgusting. I don't care what setting you turn it on. I've had it on surround, I've had it on every single setting, and there is no sound in this game. There's just moments where sound completely cuts out, or sound of your teammates sounds like an enemy behind you, but it's not an enemy. But then there'll be an enemy behind you and it'll sound like a teammate. Like, the sound does not function in this game. I hate to say it, but it really feels like EA just kind of took over this game and was like, hey, this is easy money for us, and they just made it a complete cash grab, because every single update is just heirloom skins and shit like that. Now, I know we don't like to compare to Fortnite around here, because I'm obviously not one of the biggest fans of Fortnite ever, but I went on there the other day just to try that OG Season 1 thing, and they have like 70 game modes on that shit. Like, there is an infinite amount of game modes and different shit you can do. You can play creative. They don't even have hosted servers on Apex yet. You can't even have hosted games with streamers. Like, add something like Prop Hunt or anything like that. Like, just some fun game modes that streamers can play with their community or something to help players go to the game. I'm by no means like an active Apex player. I haven't played, you know, in like 2-3 years for the most part. I've played on and off maybe a time or two, but I've played pretty consistently for the past like 2 weeks because I've had no job and had nothing else to do. And I really still enjoy the game. I mean, I have fun on it, but I don't understand why they took all of the content out of the game. Like, they used to have arenas, and I've seen a ton of people say bring back arenas because it was a lot of fun, and I have no clue why they got rid of that. Honestly, I even enjoyed the gun game that they had in on Skulltown, where you just swap guns and, you know, play for you know, like a giant TDM, pretty much one team versus the other team. Like, that kind of stuff is fun, and it keeps people playing. Not everybody just wants to sweat and ranked all day. I mean, even H1Z1 had hosted servers back in 2016, 2017, and they don't have hosted servers on this game ran by a billion-dollar company. I don't understand that, because hosted games would make a huge difference in the amount of people that would play. Like, I would love to hop into a game with, you know, streamers that I watch. Like I said, Prop Hunt would be great for this game. Prop Hunt would be a hilarious thing to have in a hosted game, and I don't think it would be that hard for them to do. I've been seeing a ton of people on TikTok doing videos of them playing Prop Hunt on the new COD and just giggling their ass off, and it getting millions of views, having a shit ton of fun. I mean, they could easily do that on this game. Not to mention, they brought back the OG, you know, bring back Skulltown and the original season, original guns, all that kind of stuff, and I don't know how long the mode was, but it didn't even last that long. I didn't even get to play it. I was excited to get on and play that and try all the old weapons and play on the old map and everything, because it's been so long, and it didn't even last long enough for me to get to play it. Like, do they not have the server capacity or the player count to even let these game modes last like a little bit of time? Like I said, Fortnite's out here running like 30 different game modes at once and still have plenty of players to play in all the modes. The other day, I hopped on at like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., something like that, and literally couldn't even find a game in any game modes except for regular public matches, because there was that few people on, and I've never seen the game in that kind of state. At the end of the day, it's still doing good enough to have, you know, plenty of viewers on Twitch and plenty of players to play in games in the end of the day or whatever at nighttime, but it still isn't doing great, and it's on a steady decline because they don't fix things like the audio and the tick rate and all that kind of stuff when they have an infinite amount of money from all the heirloom skins and everything else they try to steal your credit card for. I feel like if they fix these few bug issues and especially up the tick rate of the server to where your bullets would hit correctly. Imagine 144 tick rate servers compared to these 20 tick rate servers. I didn't even know the game was that low of tick rate until I heard somebody else say it. 20 tick rate is insane. It's no wonder you can see your bullets physically hit somebody, but they don't register, because the game is literally in the past. When you shoot, like, your bullet just disappeared. That is embarrassing for a multi-billion-dollar company to have a game that's on 20 tick rate servers. We are not in the year 2012. But yeah, that's my little rant about Apex Legends and where it's going. Honestly, I don't want this game to die. I really enjoy this game, and I can't even say that it's because I make content on it or anything like that, because I really don't even make content anymore. I don't even make videos that often. Funny enough, my YouTube actually took off the AdSense program because I had been so inactive for so long, which is kind of bullshit because I'm still pulling in a couple 100,000 views a month, or like every few months. So I could, you know, still make a couple $100 a month if they hadn't took my AdSense off, but you know, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to quit rambling. If you guys watched the rest of the video and watched up until this point, I appreciate you a shit ton. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't, then, you know, leave it a dislike. Whatever. It really doesn't matter. But I appreciate everybody watching it, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace.